His name may be Sami Zayn, but he should probably change it to Sami INZAYN, because this might be one of his worst takes yet. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And look, we all know Sami Zayn, he talks crap. That's no surprise. At this point, it's not a shock when he comes out and says things that we do not agree with. But he came out today and he replied to Ring of Honor, and he named our Ring of Honor team the best tag team of the past 25 years. And I just can't accept this, man. I'm not going to accept this. So, Ring of Honor posted a video on Twitter. They were showcasing the El Generico Kevin Steen versus the Briscoe brothers match from Ring of Honor 2007. And that's fine. Then Sami Zayn replied to this, and he says, quote, "The Briscoes are the best tag team of the past 25 years and on a shortlist for the best of all time. At least a dozen top wrestlers today will tell you the best/toughest tag team matches of their careers were with them boys. I wouldn't be here without them. I miss you, Jay. Love you, Mark." End of quote. I think the mark here is Sami Zayn. Listen, rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. Sad what happened to the guy. But, I mean, this has to be one of those... this has to be an example of when you pass away, you just get overrated to the moon. You get overrated to the max. Because them boys are not the best tag team of the past 25 years. Even if you wanted to say they were the best tag team of the past 10, 15 years, I wouldn't agree with it. But at least I could say, well, you know what, that's not too bad, because tag team wrestling has been kind of dead in WWE since about 2009, at least, probably a bit before then. So, I mean, that makes sense. Fair enough. But to claim they're the best tag team of the last 25 years, that's taking you back to 1999. That's saying the Briscoes are better than the Dudley Boys. The Briscoes are better than the Hardy Boys. The Briscoes are better than Edge and Christian. The APA. Too Cool. All these legendary teams that we had in the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era. I'm just not accepting it. Hell, Billy and Chuck. Give me Billy and Chuck. It's like we've so many good tag teams in that period of time. And to suggest that the Briscoes are better than them is quite frankly insane. Because they're not. Honestly. They're not better than all of them. I mean, they can't even lace the boots in terms of what they've achieved to Edge and Christian, the Dudleys and the Hardys. Those TLC matches just put those tag teams a step above everyone else, and they're not touching them. Are the Briscoes better than the New Age Outlaws? I mean, technically you could argue, well, the New Age Outlaws are longer than 25 years ago, but I'm pretty sure they were still teaming for a little bit in 1999, so they're not better than them. There's just so many tag teams that they're not better than, but Sami Zayn somehow believes that they are. It says, even when you look at TNA, they're not better than LAX, they're not better than Beer Money, they're not better than America's Most Wanted. I don't think they're better than the Machine Guns. There's a lot of tag teams that I much preferred in TNA over the Briscoes. I mean, the Briscoes haven't done anything, honestly, in terms of a grand scale, in terms of going down in the wrestling world as a meaningful tag team. They're not there. I'm sorry, winning Ring of Honor tag team titles doesn't make you better than the fucking Dudley Boys. It doesn't. It absolutely does not. Mark Briscoe replied to Sami Zayn. He said, quote, "Some of the greatest memories of my life involve the four of us beating the ever-loving shit out of each other. Love you, man." End of quote. And here, look, maybe they did have hard-hitting matches. Maybe they did get stuck in. Maybe they gave their licks. Maybe it was hard-hitting. Doesn't mean it's great, though. Just because they had hard-hitting matches, just because they beat the shit out of each other, like Mark Briscoe says, that doesn't mean they're better than Edge and Christian. I mean, it just doesn't. I don't think anyone can believe this. But we all know Sami Zayn's a fucking loser. He probably believes that this current era of WWE is the best era ever. So, I mean, what does his opinion mean? His opinion doesn't mean shit. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Briscoe's the best tag team of the past 25 years. I'll say this. I could name 25 better tag teams than the Briscoes over the past 25 years. So, I think that shoots down the argument. Sami Zayn wants to say they're the best tag team of the past 25 years. I say I can name 25 teams better than the Briscoes over the past 25 years. So, anyway, guys, that is it. I'll catch you in the next one. Let us know what you think of this. But to me, I mean, Sami Zayn, he's got it wrong. I get it. They're his friends, and maybe he wants to try and put them over, be nice to them, or whatnot. But I actually think this is borderline disrespectful to a lot of tag teams that were just a lot better than them boys and achieved a lot more than them boys. But Sami Zayn, he's adamant that they're the best tag team. And he says one of the best of all time. I mean, come on. One of the best of all time. How can he say that with a straight face? And on the shortlist for best of... Bullshit. And he said at least a dozen top wrestlers today will tell you that. Top wrestlers today fucking suck. I don't respect the top wrestlers of today because they've got nothing compared to the top wrestlers of the past. So it doesn't matter. Sami Zayn, you're living in this like alternative universe where you think that today's stuff is the best, but it's not. It's by far the worst we've ever seen. So what does it matter? Who's a top guy? Bryan Danielson. He's a top guy in AEW. He worked with the Brits. I don't care. Are you trying to tell me Bryan Danielson's on a short list of all time? You trying to tell me Bryan Danielson's the best wrestler in the past 25 years? Is he better than Austin? Is he better than The Rock? Absolutely not. Anyway, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.